So we started up towards Stony Pass. Good afternoon, Overlanders. We are at a really nice campground on the Rio Grande River. That's Rio Grande. Rio means river also, but whatever. That's what everybody calls it, Rio Grande. Should be Rio Grande in Spanish. And we're there. There's big mountains ahead of us. Stony Pass tomorrow morning. We're excited about going over there, dropping down towards Silverton, and then we're gonna just take a look at the weather and see what we can do. We may do Engineer Pass tomorrow. So, beautiful spot. The river is just on the other side of the road, and I'm gonna have a glass of Chardonnay and kick back and relax. We've been kind of going slow today, but it's been a great day for exploring that area around Creed, the old mining area. You know, we saw some really good ruins, really good old structures there. Yeah, and that's such a scenic spot. It's just amazing up there. Good morning, Overlanders. We are heading up towards Stony Pass. We had a really nice night last night, a wonderful campground, good campsite. We like having Starlink now. We're kind of spoiled. We had 300 megabits per second in the campground in a remote place. It's pretty amazing. So we can check the news and social media, all that stuff. Answer questions from folks on YouTube, my YouTube channel. So we're going by Rio Grande Reservoir now. It's a reservoir, nothing special. The terrain is getting more and more rocky and interesting. So the road here is nicely graded, but we understand that farther ahead it becomes more of stony on the road, like Stony Pass. And we're aired down to 20 pounds all the way around. So we'll see how this goes. So the road's starting to get more rutted, and there's more rocky places. So progress is slow, 10-15 miles an hour. Probably going to get much more rocky up farther up, but longer in the valley should be pretty nice. Dispersed camping along here, and it's pretty. Big drop down, steep into the creek crossing. I'm gonna put it in mud ruts mode. Probably have plenty of traction here, but coming out of it might not be. We'll see what we get. So it suddenly got much narrower and more rocky, and we've got probably hours in this. There's some kind of sign there. Okay, anybody coming?
Clear on this side.
It's clear way up there. Yeah, as in the description, the sight lines are short, and it would be complicated to back up some places. So we're up here on this ridge, and we are going to have to plunge down. Okay, a narrow, sloped switchback down to a gorge, and wow, beautiful valley, canyon, something. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Narrow, rocky, and no place to pull over. Maybe there in a pinch. I would hate to back up this thing. Really don't want to back up this. So this gets stressful to me when there's no place to pass. I'm concerned this is a holiday weekend, Labor Day weekend. There's quite a few people running around in vehicles in these mountains. I'm just hoping we're out here early enough that they're all, you know, trying to cook breakfast at camp. Please, nobody come at us. It creates quite a bit of tension. There's looks like a wide spot here. Well, it's pretty steep and dicey, but okay, a lot of little rocks ahead, and we're just going to go over them at like 3 miles an hour. Nothing particularly technical, just pretty bumpy. Alright, here's a pullover point. Remember that, probably on top of this little rise. There's a good spot. Yep, great spot. So we're just in normal mode again. Regular all-wheel drive does this just fine. There's a nice rocky climb.
Madras?
No, I don't think so. I think regular all-wheel drive will do this. It's very steep. It is very rocky. Brewster Park, okay. So I'm checking the map once in a while to make sure one of the side roads, what we thought were side roads, aren't the main road. Because there's a nice drop from this. Let's go down slowly. There we go, nice. Wow, beautiful. Whew. This is, it's worth the scary parts. Okay, a big rock pile in the middle. Unfortunately, I've got to go over it. Put the gas tank over it. Don't really like doing that. So we're still on the Rio Grande River. It's not much up here. Look at those cliffs. So we aren't in the mining district for some reason, and I don't know why. I'm going to let this guy go by, because I have got a great spot to pull over behind me. And hopefully they tell me if there's more coming. Some are nice enough to do that, and others not so much.
Are there more behind you? No. Just two of you guys? Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, they didn't see any more behind them. That doesn't mean there aren't any, just they didn't see them. So I would assume that's Stony Pass way up there. But we could pull off to the right. There's a canyon way up there to the right. So we'll see what happens. Narrow, but a really good base. Pinstripe time, of course. That is a huge beaver dam, or beaver hut, that is. Okay, we're hitting our skid plate soon, and we just passed a couple of forerunners coming down, and it required a little bit of planning to get everybody around each other. Yeah, nice. And we're doing about 5 miles an hour. At this rate, we'll get to Silverton for dinner. We won't be doing engineer.
I'll go from the bottom. What do you want to do?
Yeah, let me pass. Well, let me go up a bit farther. Bit in mud ruts because I don't know. Looks like it's pretty well messed
From the
up.
bottom, probably. Is really cool.
Yeah, if you could show it from behind the van.
Okay. You know when I can get out.
And it will show. Yeah, right here. Okay, so this is quite technical. This is probably for us a 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, probably 5 out of 10. It's quite eroded. And Katya's going to be shooting from behind. And I think I see my line. We've hit the skid plates a couple of times here, briefly. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to go right like this. Now these rocks are pretty good size. And this van is just climbing them beautifully. Look at that. So that was actually quite technical for a van. Okay, this is getting technical through here. Very tight, somewhat steepish. I'm even getting mud ruts. Okay. Okay, we're gonna be a little off camber here. Nice. Oh, I'm gonna pull over here and stretch my legs a little bit.
Хорошо. And I'll go check for red current.
Okay. Okay, I think I got Katya positioned right. The hard part is, you know, the camera flattens all these rocks, and what I'm looking at is much bigger than what you think you see. So we try to get it down like this so that you can see how the van is performing through these. But we're not slipping at all on them. Oh, it's steep, gnarly. Look at that big rock on the right, and then let's look at a washout on the left, Kat. Okay. A little anxiety producing here. How do I want to take that rock? We're going to be off camera for a second. Ready for this ride? Did it. So in that case, a little speed, so we aren't in the off-camera position very long. Probably should have had you shoot that out in front. But I got a wheel in the air. Okay, what do we got coming up? A long, rocky, somewhat steep climb. Nothing the van can't handle. And less technical than a couple of places previously. But it is a rock pile. Well, Stony, as expected, a good test for the van. This is really getting complicated here. Good job, van. Okay, this is pretty complicated, and the rocks are pretty high. They're 8, sometimes 10 inches. So whoever says that transits are just delivery vans are really clueless people. Because I'm pretty sure that they aren't delivering anything here with FedEx. Okay, another steep, rocky climb. That's pretty gnarly right in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
Really gnarly. Skid plate time, maybe? Careful. So, driving this kind of thing is cognitively intense because, one is I don't want to break anything. It's a terrible place to break down. I have to watch the dash for warning lights, watch for traffic before and ahead of me, and try to get, enough good photography so it's interesting for you folks to watch. Okay, it's very bumpy. It's not too badly rutted. But it is work. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have the energy today to do engineer pass after this. That's only 10:40 in the morning. Okay, this is not where most people want to take vans. Only, extremely few of us would want to do this. And certainly not extended vans. I think the, something around the 140-inch, 48-inch wheelbase transits, whatever, equivalent sprinters, they could do this. Boy, this is rocky, huh? Wow.
Yeah.
Steep, rocky. So this definitely proves that the mud ruts mode for the Transit is four-wheel drive, because you're not doing this with normal all-wheel drive.
But you didn't push mud ruts.
If you come in mud ruts.
Huh?
I'm in mud ruts.
Okay.
That's why we just got through it, getting through right now. Oh man, I really hope we don't meet anybody. Let's get, this corner is complicated, and there's a whole bunch more ahead of us, huh? Yeah, let me make sure I'm in mud ruts. I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm in normal. How the heck could normal do that? Well, that's really impressive. I thought I was still in mud ruts. And it did that just with normal all-wheel drive. Wow. That was wow. I didn't think I could do that without spinning tires. This Transit all-wheel drive's super impressive. Okay, anybody coming down, I'm going to use my right of way here. There's no way I'm going to back up. Okay, this is a tight corner with a rock feature in it that makes it a little interesting. Climbing over that rock feature. Very steep ahead of us, very steep and rocky ahead of us. And challenging, huh? Okay, this is not a 3 out of 10 trail. Maybe it was. Yeah, description said, you know, the trail's pretty rocky. I wasn't expecting this much. But that's why they call this the Colorado Rockies. Okay, technical here, very technical. Don't think we're going to hit the skid plates. Who put that big rock there? I think we can squeeze to the left of it. So I'm not able, because the tread's so narrow, I'm not able to really put the van exactly where I want to get over some of these rocks. I just have to take a chance. Okay, this has got a pretty decent line through these rocks. Jeez, this is work. Okay, very technical ahead of us. Off camber, boulders. Definitely not a 3 out of 10 rating. And quite complicated to drive, very complicated to drive. That's it. Keep going. Keep going, buddy. Oh, shit. Oh. Physically, this is probably going to close our rings today on our Apple Watches. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a break right now, like some normal forest road. Get this log to avoid. Okay, we're close to that. Now I got to pull it around here. And okay, miss hitting the log on the side of the van. Let's take that carefully. So you really appreciate the power of the EcoBoost engine. Just amazing. Oh, look at this ahead of us. Oh, just a regular road. Now, just to mention, I've never put it in manual on this at all. The mud ruts and the automatic transmission just puts it where it needs to be, and especially for climbing, I don't have to deal with like M1 or anything. It could just be in drive, and it does just fine. I use the manual gears for going down, steep drops. Put the engine on compression. That's it. I don't need it for all this. The computers know what to do. Okay, now we have a long drop, it looks like, after all that trouble. But the tread's pretty decent. I'm just really scared somebody's going to be coming up and I've got to back up through all of this. this here's some dispersed side on the left. Okay, here's a bailout right here. Let's remember it in case we have to use it. If anybody's coming, do it now. Okay, now we're dropping down one for this descent. It's not super steep, but it's gnarly, rocky, all that stuff. Yeah, I really don't want to back up that. I'd really like it if it got easier for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. I can relax a bit here. Not too much, because there's no place to pass. But at least I'm not dealing with a bunch of rutted out rocks. So we're getting a little fall color.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? September? Oh, it's August 31st. Okay, we came across a group of, I think, 3 side-by-sides. They're able to turn around. It's like no particular place that anybody has a right-of-way through here. It's just a mess. Yeah, he's got a good spot to turn around, but I don't have enough room to get out of anybody's way there. Yeah, we all had to stop and get out and think this through. You see? Oh, it's great.
Thank you.
Thanks. So we just survived a bunch of oncoming traffic, mostly side-by-sides, a Jeep. It happened to have a little spot there we could pull over and let everybody go by. It looks like it's going to be wider down here and a lot more opportunity for passing. Wow, beautiful though. Whew. So I would love to take the drone up, but we're either too much in the trees, no place to pass, no place to launch from where we can pull over, get out of the way, let vehicles go past us when we're doing the launch, and no confidence that we want to retrieve it, we can find some place to retrieve it. Okay, we're dropping down. It's not too technical. But again, I have to yield to uphill traffic, and backing up this thing would be very much unfun. I want to get over somewhere here where people below can see me. And we're getting close to that. Just got to get around this turn, I think. And we're safe. Oh, come on. Show the road ahead, please. I could possibly get side-by-sides past me here. All right. We've got it. High anxiety. But I'm not sure it's better for anybody else but short side-by-sides. I mean, if you're coming through here to 4Runner, Jeep, well, longer Jeeps, Gladiators, things like that, it's going to be high anxiety. The van's nothing special that way. Van's 17 feet long, by the way. So we've had a lot of oncoming traffic, mostly side-by-sides, one Toyota Tacoma taco truck. But the passing's been very easy here. I've got to pull over every time I see him. I can get out of the way and let them go by. So this is low anxiety stuff through here. See that guy. Okay, side by side just passed me on this trail. I didn't even see him back there. He just comes racing around. As we approach the pass, a lot of traffic, but there's plenty of places to pull over, so this isn't high anxiety part of the drive at all. Almost to the top of Stony Pass. So close. So we just passed a mountain biker, and he's a subscriber to the channel. So cool. Now, where are we going to retrieve that? Let's see if we can get all the way to the top. So the drone's up, hovering around up here. And we're going to try to find a parking place. Right there's a good spot. And it's a long drop down into the Animas Canyon there. Okay, I'm going to land him right in front of us. And there's the Stony Pass sign and all that. Wow, look at that, huh?
Oh, wow.
Tip the camera down here a little because it's way down there. Oh, so cool. Well, it's nice to be here. It's nice to have a big view of the road. And, okay, yeah, this is M1 thing dropping down. But check that out. And I don't see any traffic.
So far, so good.
So the road's a little bouncy, but nothing technical up here. And I didn't really expect it to be technical up here. The passes tend to be pretty easy. It's just the approaches to be a little interesting. Here's a steep drop. But it's wonderful. And we're not seeing anybody else ahead of us, which even makes it more wonderful. Okay. Steep and gnarly. Sure glad they have the skid plates. They don't protect the gas tank, but the gas tank's pretty good shape by itself. Oh. I can usually position the vehicle to protect the gas tank. So this is where I wish we had a granny gear, a really low gear, because I'm on the brakes more than I want to be, even an M1. So we're going to fly the drone, not over there probably, it's a long ways over there, but above us to I think the 100 mine or up in that area. Not sure how far we can go. We have a very precarious parking spot here, and there is the road to the mine, and I don't want to take the van up in there. I have no idea what the conditions are, and it's very steep and probably no place to turn around for quite a while. And I've kind of had enough of that for now. So Katya's launching the drone, and look at those mountains. Huh? It's just mind-blowing out there. So we're coming around this corner and looking right into those cliffs. Fantastic. There's maybe a bit of a shelf road here.
Clear.
Nice. You know, it's still a long descent to get to the bottom down there. Look how far down that is. You want to shoot that, Kat?
Mm-hmm.
There's some trees, but I don't want to linger. Okay, Katya's shooting it, and hopefully, you know, I can explain how really far down that is, and it's straight down. So this would be a shelf road. The guy was telling me that there was a shelf road, and that it would be really dicey with our rig because it's so wide. Well, it's not as wide as his pickup. He doesn't know that. But this is not dicey at all to me. It's just routine. Boy, there's an old structure, but it looks like somebody's fixing it up a bit. So yeah, that's the tram. See the cables coming down?
Mm-hmm.
Here, take this camera and point it up there, and show people the cables came down to here from the 100 mine way up there. There's also power lines there.
They're together. Okay, here we are.
I just informed Katya that there's no way in hell I'm going to go fight traffic on Engineer Pass today. I'm tired. I want to go into Silverton, have lunch at Handlebar Restaurant, our favorite there. We could try another restaurant. And now we're going down through a bunch of mining equipment. Love this stuff. So to our right is former town of Eureka and some other stuff here. And Animus Forks, the gold mining town. And this is the main road back to Silverton. And it's beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful drive. And Silverton's an amazing location. And there's mining stuff all along the way. And we're crossing over the Animus River. You want to shoot it? Now this river flows eventually into the Colorado River. It flows into down in New Mexico, San Juan River, which then flows into the Colorado River by Lake Powell. So we're up in the headwaters here. Pretty cool. So this road is graded, but you kind of want to have it aired down for it. It could be pretty washboardy. So there's Handlebar. We want to go there. That spot's too narrow. Okay, parked kind of weird. Is that a line to get into Handlebar?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, I bet the train is here. Let me get off the main street then. So the train comes up from Durango, and yeah, it's a motorcycle. The train comes up from Durango, and it dumps about 1 o'clock here. It dumps a lot of people. This looks like I'm not going to bother anybody going into here. And so we unfortunately got here when the train is here. We're screwed. There's Pickle Barrel, no big line.